Hello everyone, in today's video, we are going to review for PA2. These are the words to learn. Please repeat after me. Opposite, take off, descends, quotient, multiplicand. Now let us have subtraction of integers. There is only one rule to be followed. Let us read together. When subtracting two integers, write the opposite of the subtrahend and then apply addition. Supposing we have this example, 5 minus 8. 8 is the subtrahend. So first we are going to copy 5 and then write the opposite of the subtrahend. What is the opposite of positive 8? Correct. It would be equal to negative 8. And then we are going to apply addition. So we will be having 5 plus negative 8. And what is 5 plus negative 8? Correct. It would be equal to negative 3. So therefore, 5 minus 8 is equal to negative 3. Now let us have another one. 15 minus negative 4. And what is the subtrahend? Correct. It is equal to negative 4. First, we are going to copy 15 and write the opposite of the subtrahend, which is equal to positive 4. So we will be having 15 plus 4. What is 15 plus 4? Correct. It is equal to 19. So therefore, 15 minus negative 4 is equal to 19. Next, we are going to have negative 30 minus 7. The subtrahend is positive 7. So first, we are going to copy negative 30. And what is the opposite of the subtrahend? Correct. It is equal to negative 7. Then we are going to apply addition. So we will be having negative 30 plus negative 7. And what is negative 30 plus negative 7? Correct. It would be equal to negative 37. So therefore, negative 30 minus 7 is equal to negative 37. Now let us have the last one. Negative 21 minus negative 3. What is the subtrahend? Correct. It is equal to negative 3. So therefore, we are going to write negative 21. And what is the opposite of negative 3? Correct. It is equal to 3. And then we are going to apply addition. So we will be having negative 21 plus 3. And what is negative 21 plus 3? Correct. It is equal to negative 18. So therefore, negative 21 minus negative 3 is equal to negative 18. There is one more technique that I would want to share. So if we have minus and negative, we will be having addition. So we need to add. So 15 plus 4 is equal to 19. And another one, if we have negative and then subtraction or minus, we will be having the result negative. So always it is negative if this is the position of your negative and minus. So we have negative 30 minus 7 is equal to negative 37. Now let us have some problems involving subtraction of integers. Let us read all together the problem. An airplane takes off and then climbs 2,500 feet. After 20 minutes, the airplane descends 150 feet. What is the airplane's current height? Let us analyze the given. If we say climbs 2,500 feet, meaning it is positive 2,500. And then the word descends, we are going to subtract. And we have 150 feet. So to get the airplane's current height, we are going to subtract 2,500 minus 150. And what is 2,500 minus 150? Correct. It would be equal to 2,350. So therefore, the current height of the airplane is 2,350 feet. multiplication of integers. So first we are going to have the anatomy of multiplication. So 5 is your multiplicand, and 2 is your multiplier, and 10 is your product. So there are two conditions to remember when we are multiplying integers. Let us read all together. If two integers have the same sign, then their product is positive. So supposing we have both positive numbers, so 4 times 5, it is equal to positive 20. How about if we have two negative numbers? So negative 3 times negative 7, it will be equal to positive 21. How about 11 times 8? Correct. So it is positive 88. How about negative 6 times negative 5? Correct. So they are both negative, so it is equal to positive 30. So when you are multiplying integers, as if you are multiplying numbers, just remember if they have the same sign, then their product is always positive. So remember that positive times positive is equal to positive, and negative times negative is equal to positive. Then we have the second condition. Let us read all together. If two integers have different signs, then their product is negative. Supposing we have 6 times negative 5, so it will be equal to negative 30. Then if we have negative 11 times 8, it is equal to negative 88. Then if we have 4 times negative 5, we have negative 20. And the last one, if we have negative 7 times 3, it is equal to negative 21. So remember, if you have different signs, like negative times positive, it will always be equal to negative. Or positive times negative, it will be always equal to negative. So if two integers have different signs, then their product is negative. Now let us have division of integers. So similar to multiplying integers, dividing integers is just dividing the numbers normally, but there are two conditions to remember. Let us read all together. If two integers have the same sign, then their quotient is positive. So supposing we have 20 divided by 5, so they are both positive, so 20 divided by 5 would be equal to positive 4. How about negative 9 divided by negative 3? So both of them are negative. So therefore, we will be having positive 3. How about 33 divided by 3? Correct. It will be equal to positive 11. How about negative 30 divided by negative 5? Correct. It would be equal to positive 6. So remember, if you are dividing positive divided by positive, it will always be equal to positive. And negative divided by negative, it is always equal to positive. So if two integers have the same sign, then their quotient is always positive. Now let us have the second condition. Let us read all together. If two integers have different signs, then their quotient is negative. So supposing we have negative 33 divided by 3, it would be equal to negative 11 because one of them is negative and the other is positive. Now let us have 30 divided by negative 5. Correct. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. Since you are dividing positive and a negative number, it will be equal to negative 6. How about this one? Correct. It will be equal to negative 4. And how about negative 9 divided by 3? Correct. It will become negative 3. So therefore, remember that negative divided by positive, it is equal to negative. And positive divided by negative, it is equal to negative. So if two integers have different signs, then their quotient is negative. Now let us have to find the value of the following. So supposing we have negative 100 divided by 2 plus 8. In here, first we are going to deal with the numbers inside the parentheses. So 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. And then we are going to divide. Negative 100 divided by 10 would be equal to what? Correct. It would be equal to negative 10. Now let us have 40 minus 329 divided by negative 17. First, we are going to deal with the numbers inside the parentheses. So 40 minus 329 would be equal to negative 289. Then we are going to divide it by negative 17. What is negative 289 divided by negative 17? Correct. It would be equal to positive 17 since they are both negative. Now let us have another one. 64 minus 100 divided by 558 minus 549. So let us deal with the numbers inside the parentheses first. So this would be equal to negative 36 and this would be equal to what? Correct. It would be equal to positive 9. And negative 36 divided by 9 is equal to what? Correct. It is equal to negative 4. Now let us have the last one. Negative 754 divided by negative 60 plus 2. Let us deal first with the numbers inside the parentheses. So negative 60 plus 2 is equal to what? Correct. It is equal to negative 58. Now let us divide negative 754 by negative 58. It will be equal to what? Correct. It would be equal to positive 13. Now let us have a short quiz. Find the value of negative 90 minus 10. I will give you 10 seconds to answer this one. Timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? That's right. The answer is negative 100. Now let us have another one. Another 5 seconds to answer this one. Find the value of negative 200 divided by negative 4. Timer starts now. Time is up. What is your answer? That's right. The answer is 50. What are equivalent fractions? So two fractions are equivalent if they have the same value. One of the simplest example of equivalent fraction is the number 1. Suppose we have 2 over 2. So it is equivalent to 1 since 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. 7 over 7 is equivalent to 1 since 7 divided by 7 is equal to 1. To write equivalent fractions, we multiply or divide both numerator and denominator by the same number. So suppose we have 8 over 12. So we decided to multiply it by 2, both the numerator and the denominator. So the result would be 16 over 24. So supposing we have 16 over 24. So in here we decided to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3. So the result would be 48 over 72. So therefore, we can conclude that 8 over 12, 16 over 24, and 48 over 72 are equivalent fractions. Now let us have another one, 20 over 50. So in here, we decided to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So the result would be 10 over 25. And then 10 over 25, we are going further to divide it by 5. So the result would be 2 over 5. So therefore, we can conclude that 20 over 50, 10 over 25, and 2/5 are equivalent fractions. Now let us compare fractions. So how to compare fractions? When the denominators of two fractions are the same, we can compare by using the numerator. So suppose we have 2/5 and 3/5. In here, 2 is less than 3, so therefore 2/5 is less than 3/5. How about 8 over 13 and 6 over 13? So since 8 is greater than 6, therefore 8 over 13 is greater than 6 over 13. How about 25 over 26 and 30 over 26? So 25 is less than 30, so therefore 25 over 26 is less than 30 over 26. Now, when the denominators of two fractions are not the same, we can cross multiply and compare the products. So suppose we have 5 over 6 and 3 over 5. So in here, we are going to cross multiply 5 times 5, which is equal to 25, and 6 times 3, which is equal to 18. So 25 is greater than 18, so therefore 5 over 6 is greater than 3/5 or 3 over 5. Now let us have 5 over 7 and 11 over 14. In here, if we are going to cross multiply 5 times 14, it would be equal to 70. And 7 times 11 is equal to 77. Since 70 is less than 77, we therefore conclude that 5 over 7 is less than 11 over 14. Now let us have negative 5 over 8 and negative 7 over 9. Since negative 5 times 9 is equal to negative 45 and 8 times negative 7 is equal to negative 56, so therefore negative 45 is greater than negative 56, so negative 5 over 8 is greater than negative 7 over 9. Now let us have addition of fractions. So there are two rules to be followed. First, same denominator. So to add two fractions with the same denominator, we simply add their numerators and keep the denominator. So suppose we have 1/5 plus 2/5. So we will be adding 1 plus 2 and then keep the denominator, which is equal to 5. So the result would be 3 over 5 or 3/5. Now let us have the different denominator. So to add two fractions with different denominators, we must make it the same by finding the LCM of the denominators. Then add the numerators. So example for this one, we have 1/3 plus 1/4. So in here, the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So we are going to multiply the denominators to get 12. So in doing this, so we have 1 times 4 and then 3 times 4. And then for 1/4, we have 1 times 3 and 4 times 3. So it will result to 4 over 12 plus 3 over 12. Then because they have the same denominators already, we have to add the numerator. So 4 plus 3 would be equal to 7. So the result would be 7 over 12. Now let us have subtraction of fractions. So same denominator, we are going to simply subtract their numerators and keep the denominator. So supposing we have 4/5 minus 2/5, we are going to subtract 4 minus 2, which is equal to 2, and keep the denominator, which is equal to 5. So the answer is 2/5. Now let us have different denominators. So we must make the denominator the same by finding the LCM. Then subtract the numerators. So in doing this, so we have the example 9 over 10 minus 1/4. So what is the LCM of 10 and 4? Correct, it is equal to 20. So therefore, 9 over 10 will be multiplied to 2 and 1/4 will be multiplied to 5. So the result would be equal to 18 over 20 minus 5 over 20. Since they have the same denominator already, we are going to subtract 18 minus 5, which is equal to 13 over 20. That's it for now. Thank you for watching and good luck in your PA2. Bye!